everyone, and thanks for joining us for Science Week this year. This year we're celebrating our marine environments with the City of Onkaparinga Libraries, and today I've got a special guest with me. Matt is going to tell us all about how to become a beach detective. Would you like to be a beach detective? What is a beach detective, Matt?
Well, a beach detective is a person who looks around the beach to find out what has happened here. So there's so many things to find. You might find signs of animals, signs of marine plants, you might find signs of people. And so we try to put together the story of what has happened here.
Wow, that sounds very exciting, doesn't it? So Matt's got some things to show us that he's been able to find on the beach to tell us a bit about the past. What have you managed to find, Matt?
Here's an imprint from an ancient cockle shell. You might have seen cockle shells that people use for baits for fishing. This one was up to 40 million years old. And if you're really, 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 really lucky and you look really, really carefully, one day you might find something like this. This is a fossil shark tooth from an ancient mako shark that swam here 32 million years ago called Isaurus histalis. Imagine finding that.
So we've learned all about fossils that we can find on the beach that are millions of years old, but is there anything else that we can find on the beach, Matt?
Absolutely. There's things that washed up just today and they can tell the story of what's happened here just today. We have a crab claw from a sand crab. We have sponges. This one, and 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 even this one. There's so many different types. And did you know that a sponge isn't actually a plant? It's actually an animal. And some other things that have washed up from a long time ago. We've got a chunk of coal. I wonder if that could have been from the Star of Greece. And maybe this bit of porcelain. Is that a plate or a cup? It's washed up on the beach as well. And what's this? Is it a plant or an animal? It's actually a plant. So it's a seagrass that's bundled up and washed around in a tiny little hole and bundled and tangled itself together and then eventually washes up on the beach. Sometimes after a storm, you'll find hundreds of these in different shapes and sizes washed ashore. And sometimes, if you look very closely, you might even find a tiny little seahorse washed up. You'd have to look very closely to find one of those.
So we've learned lots of exciting ways to be beach detectives and look for clues. Is there anything else that we can look for clues and find out about the past, Matt?
Absolutely. So we've got this amazing layer here of ochre that's been deposited down in the rock. And this whole area was very significant for the local Ghana people, the traditional owners of this area. And the ochre band here goes all the way to Hallett Cove. And this is the wreck of the Ida, which is a ship that washed ashore here in 1857. So there's two wrecks on this beach. There's the Star of Greece and this one. This one's much older by some years than the Star of Greece.
Our Big Backyard packs are available to collect from your local Onkaparinga Library, and you can start your beach detective adventure.